All right. I think that's all. It's still going. I don't know what's going on, but
Happy Rest Day,
Rest Day.
and welcome to.
Welcome to
Thank
we
you.
are BackyardSers. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right. We are the BackyardBSers. Welcome to our show. We were off last week, holiday season and stuff. So we're on this week and we're kind of all disheveled.
Yes,
We took a week off and it's like the first episode all over again. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but welcome. Thank you for joining. We got first here. See, I don't even know how to introduce everybody. First here we got Mama Dukes, aka Queen Tari. We got Papa Murph, aka T to the D-O-G, Tito. And then we got me, Willie Billy, aka New York Redneck, as you can tell by my attire. All right. Basically, how we start out the show, like we say every week, is that we're gonna play a little theme song. That's gonna go on for about 2-3 minutes, so you can get your drinks, get your smoke, whatever you partake in, and come back and bitch with us. And this way, we can check to make sure all the lives going good. So if you can, say hi, comment, do something so we know things are working.
No, yeah, there.
Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that fun stuff before you watch the show. This way, if you hate it, it's already too late. All right. Here comes the song, and then we'll be back with you in a few minutes, guys.
Saddle up, sitting at the table in my cowboy boots. I'm sipping on my coffee and I'm reading the news. It's all getting crazy, baby, you know what I mean. Got me cussing like a sailor while I'm fixing my greens. Come join us, bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all. It's time to get loud. If you hate the way they run it, then it's time to get proud and let it all out. Scream and shout. Ain't no sense in keeping it all bottled up. Get on in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Gotta keep it together, y'all, and keep it tight. If we all stick together, then we'll all be alright. So get it together, put your head on straight. There's work to be done, so don't be late. Come join us, bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all. It's time to get loud. If you hate the way they run it, then it's time to get proud and let it all out. Scream and shout. Ain't no sense in keeping it all bottled up. Get on in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up. Bitchin' in the kitchen, y'all, and tear it on up.
All right, we are back live. Welcome back to Bitchin' in the Kitchen. Thank you for joining us. All right, so we got a bunch of crap on today's episode. We got a little bitching about Trump. We got bitching about Trump. And we got no, we also got like poisonous food. There's mosquitoes that they're trying to, so like millions of mosquitoes that they want to put in
launch,
Florida.
right?
Yeah, to stop breeding yet. I don't know how that works.
I know.
If you're a bunch of mosquitoes, it's like. Anyway, there's a bunch of crap on the show tonight. We'll go into it. We have nothing in order. It's just kind of whatever pops up, we're going to talk about.
Yeah,
just
it's gonna
wing
be
it.
random.
So, first we're going to start out. We like starting out the shows now with JP Sears, a little clip from him. It's a 5-minute clip. We might cut it off sooner. And it's just, it's him with his sarcasm and comedy about the whole Trump Israel crap, Iran war. Stuff that's been going on for like 5 years now. That's never going to end. So,
We can give him more money, though.
well, that's true too. Oh,
Right.
and speaking of that, we don't have it on the show today, but also speaking of wars and stuff, apparently Ukraine struck a
School, yes.
in Russia.
Yes.
A girls' school in Russia.
Yeah. And killed them or something.
Yeah, and killed them all. And like Putin's flipping crap.
Yes.
Apparently, he wants to like take over Ukraine. So if anybody knows anything about that, please comment on that for us. Send any links. I'll try to pop them up or something.
Yeah.
If you need more money, just tell us how much.
I wish we would have brought it. Just popped.
I know. You know what? And that's all I know about it myself, really. You know?
Yeah.
It's a shame. But we got JP and his little comic relief to start out the show, and then we're gonna go into a little Trump bashing, for the first half hour, and then we'll get off of that and we'll go into some other useful, fun facts for everybody. JP Sears here. Let's see if I do this right, guys. Got that up. All right, here we go.
These reports from the intel agencies all conclude Iran absolutely does not have nuclear weapons. I mean, we have to tell the president, do not start this war. You concur? Nope, definitely not. No war. Well, they certainly don't have nukes, so we can't do war. I mean, definitely advise no war. I think they do have nuclear weapons, and war would be fantastic. Is it definitely yes on war? Well, they certainly have nuclear weapons, so I'm a go for war. Well, yes, obviously. Yes on this war. So we'll tell the president Iran most definitely has nukes, and we've got to go to war to have peace. We good with that? I mean, it's pretty conclusive. Well, this is a peace through strength type of situation. Okay, guys, we got this proposed peace deal. It's looking great. I think we take it. What do you think? Oh, well, we tell the president to take it. Oh, we make the deal. Yeah, I mean, it's really a no-brainer, right? Now, what if we just don't do the peace deal because it's better that way? Definitely a no on this deal. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That's what I've been saying. Oh, we don't take this deal. We have to tell the president not to take it. All right, no peace deal. That's what will inform the president. All right, this just in. We got to act fast, guys. We've had the ceasefire in place, but Israel just screwed it up. They bombed a school in Lebanon. We got to tell the president what to do. Israel, they broke the ceasefire. We got to abandon them. Israel's aggression clearly sabotaged this whole thing. I mean, Israel will never let the war end. They're monsters. Yeah. It honestly sounds like Iran broke the ceasefire. Those Iranians are monsters. Iran aggressively hit our bombs with their schools. Well, I mean, Iran broke the ceasefire, so we gotta stand by our greatest ally. Good. We'll tell the president Iran was out of line, and we're never gonna have a ceasefire unless we keep fighting this war endlessly. Good? Okay, guys, there is literally no end to this war, but the president's got to make a statement to the public. What do we advise him to say? I mean, it's simple. He's got to tell the public the truth. They have a right to know. Oh, it's best to be honest. Well, why don't we, as we keep fighting endlessly, just have the president tell the public we are close to a peace deal? Well, yeah, we're pretty close to a peace deal, and the public deserves to know that. People would want to hear that. The president will want to push a lot of capital into the oil market first. Okay, great. We'll tell the president to inform the public the honest truth that we almost have a peace deal. Right. Okay, guys, new report. The public's noticed that the war it just keeps happening, and they're growing skeptical that there might not be a peace deal. We got to advise the president on what to do next with the war. Well, we fought for a while because we thought they had nukes, and it turns out they don't. We gotta just pull out. I mean, for crying out loud, all the intel agencies had already concluded they don't have nukes. We pushed Tulsi out. They have so many nukes. Oh yeah, we gotta keep fighting until the end because this is biblical at this point. I'll tell the president to sell his oil market positions. Well, I still can't believe how many nukes they have. Great. We advise the president the war's got to continue until Iran has no more nukes, right? We make a great team. Advising the president on the best course of action. Advising him always on what's best for America, right? Always what's best for America. Did you know your bone marrow?
There we go. All right, so yeah, that kind of sums it up. I don't know what I'm doing again, guys. Give me a second. Let me figure out what button I was supposed to go for this. Because this button. There we go. All right, we're back. Hey. One day I'm gonna get this right. One day.
You do sometimes. Depends on how many beers you had before you did this.
Yeah, I only have one.
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
lightweight.
But you're still the executive producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got my assistant technical
The
executive producer,
assistant to
technician.
the executive producer.
the assistant to the assistant to the.
But anyway, that's right on, man. That's
I
right
mean,
on.
He's
kinda-
gonna lose his train of thought.
I don't have a train of thought. That's the problem, guys. But so yeah, I mean that's basically what's going on. You know,
Every day, every day.
every
We
week
don't know this. Every week it's 2 more weeks. Oh, any day.
I
now.
actually went out to go work on the garden. I thought the war was over because I heard him on TV and I walked past and said, "Oh, okay, it's over."
the war.
We're
is
still
over.
fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look,
But
we have some stuff that I think Trump did say the war is over. There we go. See, breaking news.
Breaking news.
when was that though?
It was last night.
Okay.
Last night they agreed to a deal.
Did they?
That's what we hear now. Please, again, if you can
That's good
comment,
news.
send the links, whatever, because I'm sure they're probably bombing somebody now anyway, so there probably is no deal. But let's hear about the deal. Yeah, you guys can watch this because this weekend we've been
busy, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's hear about the deal. I don't know where I am with anything. I'm so
Yeah,
lost
with us.
today.
We're a little late for some reason. I
We're
think
excited
we
the
spent
war's
too much
over.
time in the sun today. With
We
the
did.
garden.
I mean, all day today we were out gardening. and
Yes,
getting
I'm
everything
exhausted,
set.
yeah.
We're so backed up on that. You know, we only had our potatoes, onions, and lettuce planted.
And smoked turkey.
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
planted some smoked turkey too. We're waiting for that to sprout, so should take 2 to 4 weeks. You know.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Okay, but
The smoked turkey with blueberries.
So we
Yes.
got like sun fog. You know.
Yeah.
We're out in the sun all day. But let's hear about the conclusion between the Iran war that Trump has peace in the Middle East.
Yes, let's see.
Fox News alert, we kind of have a deal. Officials say U.S. and Iranian negotiators have agreed to a 60-day memorandum of understanding. The agreement would crack open the strait, launch a new wave of negotiations over the enemy's uranium, and extend the ceasefire for another 60 days. But it's waiting on one thing, the president's sign-off. He's told negotiators that he's going to think about it, and he might be waiting for the Arabs to sign on too. Over the weekend, officials say the deal would be broken up into 2 parts. This is the first stage. Administration sources tell Axios, quote, "This is an agreement to get everybody to the table. We will work out the details in the negotiations." The president will come into the second phase stern with his demands. Here's Scotty B in the briefer room today. Watch.
He has several red lines, and Iran has to turn over their highly enriched uranium. They cannot pursue a nuclear weapon, and the Strait of Hormuz has to be free and open as it was before. So he's not going to take a bad deal. He's going to make a great deal for the American people.
President's not in any rush. If the mullahs don't agree, back to bombs.
Is there a line that they would cross for you to go on the offensive again militarily?
Well, a deal that wasn't going to be good for us is the line, ultimately, because, you know, I'm playing it out and we're going to see, and that's what I do. I negotiate. They negotiate. They're very good negotiators. They're crafty. But in the end, we have all the cards.
Over the last 48 hours, we've gotten into a couple of skirmishes. They tried laying mines in the strait. We blew up their boats. They shot drones. We knocked them out and their launchers. These rogue soldiers even lobbed a ballistic missile toward Kuwait last night, but it was shot down. Here's JD.
These ceasefires are always a little messy, and sometimes the guys at the lower level aren't communicating with the guys at the top level. Sometimes people make mistakes. The president's been very clear that if we're fired upon, we're going to fire back. But if you compare the conflict now to where it was 5-6 weeks ago, I think the president's ceasefire is very much holding.
The hardliners don't want a deal, but the regime, they need it. They have to shock some life back into the economy. A block of cheese over there, 8 million reals. 8 million. Inflation's killing them, worse than Biden. And Besson's squeezing them like a figure-4 leg lock. Treasury's even going after Iranian airlines, cutting off landing and refueling spots. The gay Ayatollah's on his knees, begging for unfrozen cash and sanctions.
Yeah, I had to shut that off. I can't even watch the rest of that stupid
yeah, I
shit.
can't.
Yeah, no,
All right.
no. It's
So
like,
apparently
that
they're-
guy is always for that guy.
So
I can't watch Jesse
they
anymore.
get you in saying that they signed it, they agreed to a peace deal. No, they didn't. They wrote up a peace deal. Nobody's agreed to it.
Yeah.
Trump says he's not signing it. He wants to wait for Iran to sign it first. So that means Iran hasn't signed it. Trump hasn't signed it.
So
there
And
is
it's
no
only
peace deal.
a 2-month ceasefire.
Yeah. And
It's
the
called
ceasefire,
talks.
as JD Vance says, it's getting better each time. You know,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
firing less each time. There's supposed to be a ceasefire.
And
It's-
Trump said he's got all the time in the world. He's not in any rush while the American people are struggling and gas is just.
No, we have 2 to 3 times more oil than we need. You guys don't know this.
You all need to understand when Trump says that, he is a liar. You know why he's a liar? Because I explained this once before. There's 2 different types of oil. There's like crude oil, and then there's that smooth oil. I don't remember the technical names of them. We have more, I think it's smooth oil, but our refineries use more crude oil, and so we need to import. Okay, but we need to import. So hence, you know what? He can't act like, oh, we don't need it. You know, he's got America fooled on that. We are energy independent.
Yeah,
We are not.
We are not. No.
We need that oil, and they need some of ours.
And according to the whole petrodollar crap, even if we were energy independent, we would still have to sell ourselves the oil at the same price as
all right,
the global
yeah, right.
market.
That was something that we.
So
would
now,
do,
even if we have all the oil in the world, we still have to charge ourselves as much as everybody else is paying. So either way, we're fucked, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know, like,
really, when you
how do we
think
get
about
it
it.
to go down is the question.
Yeah.
I mean, they were saying the other day, oh, oil's down $90 a barrel. Oh, Trump's this and that. It's still $4.20, $4.30 a gallon where I am.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but gas went down 10 cents. Woohoo! We're
I
up
know,
over
really.
$2. And
Yeah.
we're
It was-
bragging about 10 cents.
It was actually 4.15.
Ooh, okay. Wow.
And that was
guys,
I was
So we're
ecstatic.
winning.
I was
we're
ecstatic.
winning.
And did you notice the other day the guy said on Fox News or something
What?
that he's going to end this war and the gas prices are going to go down to right before the pre-war. It's going to be pre-war level. Well, that wasn't good enough. He promised us below $2.
Pre-war was still, I think, like $2.80 or $2.90.
No,
No, it was higher than that.
It was
It
like
was-
$3.50.
It was over
I
4.
know it was definitely at least $2.80, $2.90.
Yeah, that's
So
not the right whole about.
No, we're supposed to be. I thought we were gonna be under $2. I
I
was promised under $2
Right,
a gallon.
right.
I was promised
Drill, baby,
energy,
drill. But
energy bills being cut in half.
But see how he lies? He says, we're going to go back to drill, baby, drill. Okay, that doesn't do a hill of beans. But you know what? People believe his lies, including me at one point. Trust me.
Yeah, we all did. We all.
I, for one,
he's sucking us all in.
I
hook, line, and
can't-
sinker.
Mhm.
I don't. Oh, what's the next thing with the $250 bill?
Oh yeah, we get into that one. Yeah.
'Cause I don't want to keep talking about this guy. I can't.
I know, but we have to. 'cause
I know.
people
I'd rather
need to
watch my
realize.
Knicks win
Yeah,
the
but you
championship.
know what? People need to know. People need to understand and think
I know.
logically.
We
not
see
just
you're a
believe
Knicks
it.
fan by your shirt.
Yeah.
Definitely know that one.
Yeah, my mind is just
Yeah.
Knicks right
Well, here's your $250 bill. I mean, we can't afford anything. You know, everybody's living paycheck to paycheck or whatever check you get in, whatever check you get in,
Right.
except for a small part of the population. But they'll be able to afford the $250 bill. Where in his right mind, first of all, would he ever say, "Yeah, let me put out a $250 bill
'Cause
with my
he's
name, with my face on it"?
pompous.
Like who would carry around
And then
$250 bills
this
in
is-
there?
people.
Well, they try to make it sound like
These
this is,
kids would.
this is going to be the first bill that people actually they don't buy it to use it, they buy it to collect it. It's going to be a collector's
Oh,
bill.
yeah.
It's like I don't even have $250 in my bank account.
Right?
I can't afford a $250 bill. I mean,
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't. My $250. If I have it in my hand, it's gone. And
Well,
in 3 days.
the
Yeah.
eagle
no, not
flies.
because of
The
me,
eagle
because you know the eagle fly. Yeah, the eagle flies tonight. Hey,
You go
You
fly
know what?
once a month, you know?
yeah, no, $250. The eagle flying tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the eagle crashes.
Yeah.
So,
That's true. That's true.
so let's check out
All right,
what
let's
they're saying
check
about
out
this
that.
250 bill, and then we can pitch more about that. Hey. All right.
Dr. Beckin,
Yep.
how long until we see your signature next to President Trump's face on a $250 bill?
Well, again, as Treasury Secretary, I have 2 mandates for U.S. currency. At present, no living person can be on U.S. currency, and the currency must say, "In God we trust." So right now there is proposed legislation in front of the House, in front of the Senate, to change the first requirement so that a living person Donald J. Trump could be on the $250 bill. So it's all in the hands of the, it's all up on Capitol Hill. So at Treasury, we prepare things in advance. So we have prepared in advance that if the legislation is passed, but we will stick to the law.
Dr. Bechin.
Yep.
How long until we see your signature next to President?
So that was that again. But I mean, so they already have everything drawn up, everything ready, set to go.
Yeah, because they know it's going to go.
And then once they sign off on that, boom, he'll be the first sitting president.
Do
that
you
we put
see
on
the
No,
the-
isn't it a living
I
person?
know.
You can't have a living person.
Yeah,
on
but
the
they're
ballot.
changing it. That's what
They're
he's
gonna
saying.
change it.
I don't know if that's the official picture though.
Oh,
That
I'm
might
sure
just
it
be
will,
like, you know, an AI doc, like, you know, something
Yeah.
they made up.
Oh,
'Cause I've seen other variations online of it, but
I just can't believe that. I mean, this man, I'm telling you, he is taking over this country. Thank God they said he's got to take his name off that Kennedy Center. You know,
he was gonna be on the Kennedy Center.
yeah, it's the Donald J. Trump and John F. Kennedy.
But I thought he was getting his own little arch and everything else. Now
He
wants
is, he
that,
wants everything.
and then he wants his name on other things. Now.
Yeah, he has it on there. He doesn't just want it; it's on the Kennedy Center.
Yeah, he's taking it off though, right?
The judge ordered, the Supreme Court
Well,
ordered.
good. I mean, you don't have to have everything, dude.
He thinks he does because he ain't never leaving. I'm telling you.
He's gonna have to leave eventually.
Well, how about the
No.
Lincoln Trump Monument? Is his name?
It probably will be. No, because he's not on. No, but seriously.
His name's gonna end up on that too.
And on the bottom of the reflecting pool that he's supposedly repainting, it's probably going to say Trump. That probably what
I voted.
True.
I voted for him 3 times. Hate me all you want, but I voted for the guy 3 times. I thought he was gonna be better than this.
Yeah.
I really
yeah.
thought he was gonna be better than this too. I really had so much. I had so
His
much
first
faith
term,
in the
I thought
guy.
he was a good president. I just don't like when I see what's going on.
That's how that they do. They act like, you know, they dumb down themselves, and like they act like, you know, they act like they're one of us, you know, and
I'm
they do it just to
The
get you in.
first
And then,
term, I think he
and
did.
he did. Now we all, you know, some of us think he did that, and you know, he got handed the folder, or he got corrupted
never
by
got
being in
handed
there.
that folder.
I think that it was just all he just played us all.
We-
The first term
and-
because
no,
he
and-
knew he needed a second term.
Not just
And
him,
that's when you see his true colors.
Billy. Not just him too. I mean, all of them, both parties. I don't trust any of them. I don't trust the media no more.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Like for instance, if we had Biden on a $250 bill,
Right.
you know, it'd be the back of his head.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Aw, but he's got a cute little back of his head.
I know, but that would be the back of his head. I mean, you know, it's just I
But
don't,
you know what? Here's the thing: is this man
because they
really-
made me think Biden was an idiot. He wasn't.
Trump made me think when he drove the McDonald's, he worked at
The
McDonald's.
Yes, he's a regular guy.
Truck and everything. You know, you were like, wow, this guy is kind of cool. He's got a personality.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? Man, he just played every American.
Now we're all idiots and low
Yes,
IQ.
if you don't agree with
If
him,
you don't
you're
agree
an
with him,
idiot,
you're
low IQ.
what do you call you? Low IQ?
Yeah.
Well, or else you get told.
Yeah, exactly. We've seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen a lot of that lately too, right?
Yeah,
Who's
no,
the latest?
that was Tulsi, but she
Tulsi
left,
Gabbard.
Oh, isn't there something else after that?
I don't know. There's so many of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm brain dead with all that. But
Yeah.
Probably the guy that brought his Monte Cristo sandwich home and was probably too cold.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, the guy is like, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Well, a friend of mine said anybody that doesn't agree with him, he gets rid of them. And I was like, you know what?
He's right.
The guy was right. And you know you're out there, buddy. But he's right.
Yeah.
Because he called that a couple months ago. He was like, if you don't agree with him, you're fired.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
did.
that's
And
what
it's
he's doing.
it's
And he
true.
didn't do that in his first term. His
No.
first term,
No.
he'd work with them. Oh, let's
He
find a
worked
middle ground. Now
I mean-
it's like, nope.
Let me get your input. Now it's like, you're
And
fired.
again, people, he is the only U.S. president that is making billions while he is president. All the
Okay,
rest
so-
made it afterwards from speaking engagements and stuff. So just
Yeah.
always remember that, everybody.
And if you're unsure what she's talking about, this can get me into this one here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause I have two things. I'm not sure. If
I
they're the
didn't even
same
know
or
that,
different. Yeah, that's why it was a good thing you brought it up.
Ah.
And they talk about how Trump's financial disclosure forms, whatever, brought $1 million. This is how he bought stock. All right, insider trading, right? We were supposed to stop insider trading. Then what's his name comes out and says, "Oh no, the American people, the people,
something Johnson,
Mike Johnson or whatever his name is." Now they need insider trading this way because they can't live on their $200,000 a year they make. I know it's less, but
they should be struggling.
Yeah, it's about $200,000 a year. But that's not enough for them to live off of. Well, a lot of us are living on $30,000.
They shouldn't struggle like that.
Yeah.
So let's hear what they say about his insider trading. And then there's another one after that too about his son and his crap his son's doing. Oh, I just killed that. All right, let's go. Give me a second, guys. All right, here we go.
Mike.
Trump's federal disclosure form shows that the president invested in Dell Technologies several times in recent months, including in February when he bought between $1 and $5 million in its stock. Then, just this week, the Pentagon awarded the tech giant a more than $9 billion contract. Trump's federal disclosure form shows that the president.
Yeah, that was very short, but yeah. So basically, he bought stock, and then they gave him a grant or whatever the hell they gave them money.
Which he knew that was going to happen. And
it's insider trading. It's 100% what he was talking about Nancy Pelosi with, but yet he's doing it now.
Yeah, he's just laughing at it because he is the dictator of America. He really is. I hate to say it,
And then this other one here is Trump's family corruption.
Okay.
His son, Don Jr., apparently invested money in this small startup company, right? And then they wound up giving him grants for millions of dollars, and now he's making millions off of it.
Wow.
So we'll hear about that one from the same lady. I know people don't like CNN.
CNN's been pretty good lately.
I'm not a fan of any of the news networks. Are you good?
Yeah.
All right. But you got to watch different ones and hear different clips to see what's going on out there.
Exactly. Or else you're brainwashed by Fox News.
Yes. I can't even watch.
Or you're brainwashed by ABC or CNN. It's like he's even around now.
No, well, regular news, but they're nice.
They're nice. So
I can't watch Fox anymore.
Let's see what CNN has to say.
Interesting quickie dink is not the term I would use. I would use that it's absolutely corrupt. He is the corrupter in chief. This is outrageous. No other president would ever get away with this level of conflict of interest. Now, not only Trump himself, but also his entire freaking family. His sons, his daughter's husband, his other daughter's husband, they're making billions and billions of dollars. Don Jr.'s net worth went from 50 million to 300 million in 1 year. Between him and his brother, they're on the boards of 10 corporations. And all of a sudden, those corporations are getting government contracts. For Donald Trump, it's not just Dell. It's Palantir. It's Micron. It's, what's the other one? Oh, NVIDIA. Robinhood. Oh, Polymarket. Kalshi. The Trump sons have, Trump Jr. has his capital fund. It's investing in World Liberty Financial. Interesting quickie ding.
All right, there you go. And just so everybody knows, remember all those things that they just said, because we probably should all invest in those right now.
No, because now it's too late.
Yeah, now they're going to wait till it goes up and then they're going to sell it all.
Yeah.
I know. They're going to do the whole, bait and switch crap.
But if that's,
what
if true, that's like...
It's like when they say that he's the only president.
True.
I mean, is it true?
It's true.
Is it true?
I don't doubt it for a second. He's doing the same thing that he complained that all the other politicians did, and this is why he doesn't care if he makes no money. Oh, I don't need to be paid. I don't care if I lose money by being president because I care about the American people. Because you're doing this shit.
His whole family's getting...
He acted in his first term like he was ethical. Okay? Here, he actually, though, what gets me is I understand when she turned around, she says he's the only president that does it. No, he's not. I'm sure plenty of others.
All of them do it.
Okay. But the thing is, at least they were shady about it and did it behind your back. He blatantly doesn't like, what are you going to do about it? I'm Donald Trump.
Yeah. If you don't like it, you're low IQ.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like, he's like, I'm going to do what I want to do while I'm president, and I'm fucking you all. That's what he does.
He really just doesn't care. He cares about his agenda and his agenda only. And his agenda, he says, is for the American people, but it's not. We all know it's not for the American people.
No, it's not.
He's not looking.
Israel
He hasn't looked out
and
for
his
us.
family and the billionaires.
If that's true, his
and you
son,
got to look. Does everybody know about that AIPAC, that AIPAC? Yeah. You all got to look and see who gets the donations by that.
I think we're 90%
was that
of the
IPAC?
politicians.
You know who doesn't? Just so everybody knows, Bernie Sanders doesn't. AOC doesn't. You know, which I would have thought. You know, I didn't like AOC, but you know what? I give.
But they probably get plenty of George. Oh, what's his name?
Soros or whatever.
Money and stuff.
But who are we fighting a war for? Who are we fighting?
No, you're absolutely right with that.
I don't see us fighting a war for George Soros.
But remember, they're all the same. The left, right, they're all the same.
They're
They
all
might
the
not
same.
all get paid by APAC, but they're all getting paid by some elites and crap. There's a speaking of all the same though, that's why I want to bring this up. There was this video. This came out like 10 years ago. This is an old video, but it's this like crazy homeless guy, right? And he kind of looks. I mean, he looks freaky as hell. But
he looks normal.
The way he talks, this guy.
Oh, I thought the guy told him the thing. Okay.
But what he says is so much the truth. Like, you know, like you could tell this guy wasn't always homeless. He must be homeless by choice.
Let's hear it.
Because the way he talks, you know, like he shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Or he's just also a little crazy. But
yeah. Or a little
smart crazy.
Yeah.
He's the crazy that
hit some hard times.
They're crazy, but he also is very truthful and factual with his crazy.
Yeah.
So here, I'll show you this one because everybody has to hear this one.
Okay.
Understand political parties. You're all full of crap. You don't know what the Illuminati is. If you're Republican or you're Democrat, you're wrong. Why? It's this easy. It's called divide and conquer. That's why there's two parties and only two. And they're controlled by the same people at the very top who belong to the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderberger Group. They also belong to the Trilateral Commission, and you people don't even know what the hell that is. But if you did know, you would know that these are the people that control your world by making global policies that you never vote on and by which parties both serve and belong to these organizations and control your world. Now, here's how it works. Really easy. Divide and conquer can only work if the people that are divided are not aware of the falsely created division. If you're not aware of it, then it works. If you know about it, then it don't work no more. If you have socialism without capitalism, it becomes communism. If you have capitalism without socialism, it becomes fascism. And it's just that easy. I love you. That's all you need to know. That's why Masonic symbols are all over your freaking money. But you don't pay any attention. Ridiculous.
That guy is really smart.
And then it was hard to hear. I don't know if you guys are having the same issues, but my setup here is the audio is coming in very crappy, so I was having a little trouble hearing it. But but yeah, very smart, and it's true.
Like I didn't even know about with socialism and the whole thing that equals communism.
Yes.
Now I do. That guy's pretty smart.
But and you know what? Now society.
Now you know.
And you look at him. Our society will make him out. He's a raving lunatic.
Yeah.
The guy knows what he's talking about.
I hate to tell you, the Republicans would say that more than the Democrats. But anyway.
Republicans call you low IQ, raving lunatic.
Didn't you hear what he said? They're both the same people. They're both the same party.
It's the same shit.
When you,
that's what they do. They try to divide us because if we're not divided, they like they can't achieve what they want to achieve if we stick together.
If we're all together, because you know what? If we're all together, there's going to be an American revolution because we're all
that's why they have everybody
taking
taking
divided.
But that's why they have everybody taking medications for everything.
Yes, keep them all spaced out.
But I mean, even if you take it for high blood pressure, all of those things affect your brain.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Speaking of high blood pressure. Been 6 months off my blood pressure.
Very good.
Yeah.
And I stopped taking my medication.
And you just stopped taking it, like
and I go there, and every time I'm always working around the yard. I'm always getting hurt and going to get stitched up or something. And every time I go there, they're like, "Your blood pressure's perfect."
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So why were you feeding me pills for the past 10 years?
Thank you.
I know.
Thank you. All of a sudden, once I saw that,
I told you the same thing with the ones you take. You should be doing the same thing.
Well,
they had me taking that monitor stuff, and it was like,
yeah, it was that other thing.
Whoa, they're taking me off, and I was like, okay, shit, thank God for that. And I was like, you know what, the hell, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna see what happens.
Yeah. Right.
And it goes up, I'll go back on it. But
and my blood pressure has been.
And he also lost weight, not even trying. So it's been
probably
like,
because those pills probably make him
they probably made him retain water or do something. Yeah,
absolutely.
But anyway, my thing is that everything and that monitor.
Anybody else, if you guys are on specific pills too, let us know. Like if anybody's been on a certain pill where you feel it's not working, or you've been on it and you've been off of it, and you realize, wow, this is just all for nothing. Like it's all been fake news.
Yeah.
Like,
let us know. This way we can talk about it on future shows.
And for instance, my blood pressure thing, when they put me on, it was like, okay, well, that's not working, so we're going to add this to it. It was like, next thing you know, I was taking like 4 pills a day for my blood pressure. I'm like,
that he didn't
meanwhile, he didn't need it. He just had
even
high
need
blood pressure because he was probably stressed out or something the day he went in and they took it.
Yeah, well, I followed the Jets, Mets, and Knicks. So you can imagine my blood pressure, okay?
Well, Knicks are doing good right now, right?
Well, now, yeah. Well,
aren't the Mets doing good? I thought the Mets were
we swept the Marlins this weekend, but the Mets aren't doing that good. But right now, it's Knicks.
All, right? Yeah. There you go.
Go New York, go New York, go.
Okay.
All right, we got a New Yorker fan. All right, so now I didn't listen to this. This guy's talking about, since we're on bitching about money, gas, and everything. I don't know. People are spending more on gas, but they're also spending more on everything else, not just groceries, but restaurants and so on. So I'd like to just hear. It could be the same thing we bitch about. He might have other things. It's only 50 seconds.
Yeah,
only 50. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll hear it. See if it brings up any more to talk about. Because we're running out of things.
Nah, we're not. We always got stuff. It's down on Mike.
I know. I'm trying to find it. Hold on, guys. I don't know where the mouse is. It disappears.
There you go.
One of the reasons is that people are spending more on gas, but they're also spending more on everything else, not just groceries, but restaurants and so on. And I think that that's a sign that you would see when people are optimistic about the future. So generally what we see when people are worried they're going to lose their job, which they shouldn't be because initial claims for unemployment insurance about the lowest they've ever been. When they're worried they're going to lose their job, that's when they stop spending like crazy and start saving money because they're worried they might not have to pay, they might have the money for their paying their rent. And so what we're seeing right now is spending based on optimism about the future. And if you consider how big the boom is going to be, like right now, Atlanta Fed's GDP now is about a 4% growth for the current quarter. If you look at how big the boom will be when the straits open, then it's reasonable for people to be optimistic.
Well, we hope.
Okay, that wasn't at all what I expected. I thought it was me, like something interesting, but no, he's just gaslighting us.
Oh yeah, like
everything's rough now. Once that straight opens, everything's going to be cheaper.
Yeah, I know, and everybody's optimistic. Nobody is optimistic.
So we have more than enough oil we need, and the strait has no effect on us. But then the strait does have an effect on us. But now it's not just gas; it's everything in the world that we spend on.
So when the strait opens, I'm going to be excited.
Yeah, everything's going to be cheaper. Everything's going to be fine. Yeah, everything will be free. Everything.
That's gonna be great.
They should just tell us that it's the same bullshit you think. Tell us it's gonna be free. It'll be no different in my book.
It's true, really.
There's all you know is bullshit and us about everything.
It really is.
Something about the interest rates.
It's all
No,
bullshit.
I sent you the one. I forget from the J.P. Morgan Chase guy.
This one by BlackRock COO Larry Fink.
Maybe
Acknowledging that global elites have lost the public trust.
No, I don't think that was it.
Are you sure?
It might have been.
Or no,
this one.
JP Morgan, okay. And what are you talking about? Interest rates?
Oh no, he was talking about that they're trying to abolish taxes for people who make under $12,000.
Oh, so that's like me.
Yeah. But
I don't know. The sad part is it's over 12,000, but not much.
Oh, they're playing my song.
But it's just enough for me to get screwed and not actually, Yeah, we'll watch this and we'll talk more about this because 12,000 seems really low. I don't know. I hear what he has to say. Maybe there's something else, but that sounds a little like it's going to help no one.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see.
The tax policy piece of this specifically, last week, Jeff Bezos was on CNBC and made a lot of news, basically said bottom 50% of Americans should not pay federal income tax. Government doesn't have a revenue problem. It has a spending problem. That he'd be potentially more open to paying taxes if it meant the money was actually going towards the greater good here. It kind of reminded me a little bit of some of the comments we've heard from you in the past, especially when I think about things like, earned income tax credit.
Yeah. So first, when I saw Jeff doing that, I'm saying, Jeff, God bless you, get involved in the debate. You may not agree with everything he's saying, but I like the fact he's saying stuff and he cares enough about our country to actually get on there, because a lot of people just simply don't do it or even think about it very much. And the tax is very complicated, okay? So I generally agree, and if you look at the bottom, the 100,000, they don't pay that much anyway. So you got to be a little careful. They're all different types of taxes. You got your sales tax, and you got real estate taxes, and some drive bad behavior and all that. And it all should be kind of looked at. I like the earned income tax credit, which today as it stands, if you're a single parent making $14,000, the government gives you $7,000. At the end of the year, in a check, some people are entitled to it, don't get it. If you have no children, they give you like $700. I would take that, the $14,000, I'd make it $12,000. I'd get rid of the child requirement. You're working, you'll go home with $26,000. If you're two parents, you have $52,000. And the reason I like it is because, first, I think it would pay for itself. We know one thing about jobs: they create dignity. That first rung in the ladder. When I hear people making fun of burger flippers, a lot of those burger flippers end up owning and running McDonald's. They are proud of what they accomplish. A lot of our forefathers came here, and that's what they did when they got here. But that first rung leads to a second rung. Jobs lead to the money would go to the person, so it's not big government deciding whether you can buy potato chips and soda or not. They would spend it on their families and their homes. They spend it locally. It might foster local restaurants. They might buy more insurance or a tutor for the kids or something like that. And it would lift up those economies, but it also has the great virtue of bringing people into the workforce, making work pay more. And we know one thing about jobs: better social outcome, more household formation, less crime, less suicide, less recidivism. So if you actually did the full analysis, which is hard to do, and we really haven't, I guarantee you more than pay for itself. And that would cost like another $50 billion. If they
We'll cut that off because that was just bullshit. Realistically, all right. Single moms, single parents that make single parents
moms,
with a kid.
Yeah, single parents
that make less than $14,000. Okay, I get that in a way, but then now you want to take that away, right? And even at that, that's such a small percentage of people.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Anybody that has a full-time job, even if you're making shit money, you're still making more than $14,000 a year.
Right.
And then now they want to lower it to 12 and make it. That's just going to encourage people from working full-time at shit pay to work part-time at shit pay because they want their tax credits and shit. And they want it's just, I don't see how that's helping anyone.
I must have misunderstood it when I first heard it.
Maybe I misunderstood it.
No, it's true though, because why? Like you said, who really makes that? Like even 14,000.
Yeah.
Who
makes that? I mean, if you pay minimum wage, you're still making like $18,000 to $20,000 a year. At minimum wage.
I get to my calculator, right?
No, I don't think it works on that, right?
Does it work? I want to figure out $14,000. I want to divide. I want to break it down. Like how much does it make?
Yeah.
How much does it mean a week?
Divide that by 52.
Yeah, I don't know where your calculator is.
It's in my utilities or something.
Okay. Oh, here.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's break this down. Okay.
You know how to clear it? There you go.
Yeah, I'll break it down.
Break it down, T-Dog.
I'm gonna break it down.
You let us know.
Was it $14,000 a year?
Yeah, just say
14,000 divided by 52.
Divided by 52. Yes.
Don't worry, it'll be another 10 minutes, guys.
No, go ahead.
No.
Oh, we're waiting on you.
14,000 divided by 50.
That's 1,400.
Oh, what?
Divided by 52 equals
Math wasn't my best.
$269.23 a week.
Imagine, and that's
divided by 40 for 40 hours of work, right?
Yeah.
Is $6.75.
Yeah, who
an
makes
hour.
$6.75 an hour? Please tell me who.
That's true. You're right. Yeah.
No one. So
Yeah.
they're proposing something that's going to literally help no one.
So there's actually nobody here making this kind of money.
Nah, I mean,
But it sounds so good
unless
because
you really only could get a part-time job and you're struggling to make ends
But now, it would encourage people to work part-time then, I guess.
But again, for what? You're not getting
But
nothing.
they make it seem like this isn't going to encourage more people to work.
No, he also said because then they could save money with that tax money.
How are they going to save?
Because that's what the guy said.
How are
He's
they
doing
gonna
it.
save, if they're only making that much, everything costs an arm and a leg? How are they going to save that money if they're poor? Like, obviously, that's going to go towards not savings.
Do you know that realistically, if you
It
really
doesn't make any sense.
do you know the American people and going by the average of rent, the average of car insurance, the average car payment, all that stuff, the average healthcare premiums and stuff, the average American to live, not even comfortably, but to live, needs to make $90,000 a year.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
That's the only way that they can actually live. And then to live comfortably, they need to make about $120,000 to $150,000.
Well, this is why I keep saying it. I don't want to say it, but you need
You know, it's never going to happen.
It's gonna. We have to have an American revolution for the American people to stand up for themselves. Otherwise,
it's not going to happen because they constantly have us divided. You know, like
I know
MAGA was getting too strong, so now they broke MAGA.
I know.
Now MAGA is fighting against MAGA. Now you know.
I know.
It's like
it's all.
No matter what happens,
but it's a proven fact, Tom. You know it because you've been involved in
T-Dog.
shit. T-Dog, T to the DOJ. Anyway. The thing is that anybody who's ever ran like Ross Perot and all of them on a third party takes away from it.
Oh no!
You know, but either a Republican or a Democrat always wins. There's never been a third party candidate that has won.
No. What this country needs, and we need a new George Washington to come along and say, you know what? We're fighting these evil people that have destroyed our country. They never left.
I know, but
again, if we join too much, like I said, with the whole MAGA movement, right? MAGA wound up getting Republicans and moderates.
Yeah,
and it built so big, but now it got so big now that they wanted up turning MAGA against MAGA.
It's In the meantime,
so now you don't have MAGAs calling MAGA Nazis and shit, and low IQ.
Yes, and all we're doing is fighting.
Who started that? The president. Your
president. And what did Abraham Lincoln say? A house divided can never stand.
Oh, that is true.
Okay. And he said, okay.
And if they can't win that way, they're trying to kill us.
And these people, and they went by him, they say, you know, he's a smart man. Because they know, keep us divided. And you know what? We can sit here and Don Jr. can go from 50 million to 300 million. And nobody's even knowing it because they're all fighting with each other. They all hate each other. No, you're the bigot. You're the bigot. It's the game they play.
Well, America, too many people are on meds that it's never gonna get.
That's another way they're trying to kill us. You know, like they're trying to kill us every which way.
If they don't die of overdoses, they're gonna medicate you to death.
Or maybe they'll send the mosquitoes in.
That's what I was gonna go into. The mosquitoes. I don't know. I mean, I was telling you prior about this on where to go. I don't know. I lost it, but apparently Google wants to try to put mosquitoes, 32 million. Oh, did I lose it? No, here we are. I'm trying to show this up because it's not a video. I'll just post it so everybody can see this here.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk over it. All right. So that's that 32 million mosquitoes they want to put across Florida and California, right? And the purpose of these mosquitoes, I guess, is to be infertile or something, to stop mosquitoes from breeding. So they're sending 32 million mosquitoes to stop mosquitoes from breeding. But wouldn't that? I mean, I get even if they have a chemical in them that causes that makes them not be able to breed, right?
Right.
You still have all those mosquitoes that are still breeding. By introducing 32 million, that's just 32 million that can't have offspring. You still have all those other. It's not killing 32 million other mosquitoes.
And what's it gonna do if they bite?
Then they'll bite people, and then the people.
Yeah, and the people die. It's like
that's nothing to do with the breeding. These things have something in them that is going to give us a line.
It says it there.
Absolutely.
It says it's so Shashia bacteria.
Yeah.
That's what they put in there. So supposedly it makes them infertile.
Right, but they have that bacteria. They bite a human.
And now we're gonna have a Waskowski outbreak.
Because we all know.
Paging Dr. Fauci.
You know how many? Seriously, you know how many diseases and stuff could be spread by mosquitoes?
Paging Dr. Fauci.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, so and that's what it's.
The mosquitoes and you're taking somebody's blood and going to the next person.
Yeah, that's the real purpose. It's to spread another virus across.
But they're looking to save your life.
That's what they feed you.
That's what they tell you.
And people will say that.
And people believe it.
Yeah.
They really believe everything they say.
Oh my God, the government is saving you.
What about this person?
Well, no, we have with the meats. I wanted to go into that pink slime. I was telling you about that, and that's like I didn't know this.
Right.
All right. That apparently 70% of supermarket ground beef is pink slime. I mean, when they say it's still meat, but it's like the worst of the worst. So they're gonna let you know exactly what's in when you buy that ground beef, what you really get. All right, and this is doesn't matter if it's 73% lean, 7% fat, or 85, 15. It doesn't matter. It's all poison.
Right.
And I still think even though grass fed, pasture raised.
No, that looks good. That looks like a totally different color.
Look. Because me and you were talking about the other night. She's like, "Oh, it's pasture raised." I said, "Yeah, that just means that that they're standing on grass, like they're not in the
you
stall.
don't even know
You don't
it.
know how big that pasture
That
is.
is true.
Grass fed, okay, yeah, they're all being they're all fed. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have antibiotics, hormones, everything else in the grass they're eating.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
it's all just words to make you feel safe, but same shit.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, waiting for T-Dog to get back.
It
You don't
is,
want to
yeah.
hear about this pink slime.
Bones here.
All right, Bones.
I know, that was T-Bone.
T-Bone. Okay, T to B-O-N-E.
T to the D-O-N-E.
Let's hear this pink slime.
Gerald Zernstein grinds his own hamburger these days. Why? Because this former USDA scientist, now whistleblower, knows that 70% of the ground beef we buy at the supermarket contains something he calls pink slime. Beef trimmings that were once used only in dog food and cooking oil, now sprayed with ammonia to make them safe to eat, and then added to most ground beef as a cheaper filler. It was Zernstein who, in a USDA memo, first coined the term pink slime, and is now coming forward to say he won't buy it.
It's economic fraud. It's not fresh ground beef. It's a substitute. It's a cheap substitute being added in.
Zernstein and his fellow USDA scientist Carl Custer both warned against using what the industry calls lean, finely textured beef, and is widely known now as pink slime. But their government bosses overruled them.
Why didn't you consider it beef? Because it was a salvage product. Leftovers, fat that had been heated at low temperature and the excess fat spun out.
Here's how it's done. Those waste trimmings are gathered, simmered at low heat to make it easier to separate fat from muscle, put in a centrifuge and spun to finish the separation. Next, the mixture is sent through pipes where it's sprayed with ammonia gas to kill bacteria, and finally compressed into bricks and flash frozen for shipment to meat packers and grocery stores where it's added to most ground beef. And it doesn't have to appear on the label, because over objections of its own scientists, USDA officials with links to the beef industry labeled pink slime meat.
All right.
Wow, that's very
crazy.
interesting.
I freaking say it.
Yeah.
That truly is frightening.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, that makes you think twice. Like,
Wow.
I mean, I feed my dogs ground beef.
I was
you know?
thinking of that.
And
Yeah, I was just
figured
thinking of
it's better
that.
than the dog food, but really, it's not. It's really the same as
know.
we're pretty much eating dog food.
Yeah, well, it said it was the same things
Yeah.
that were only put in dog food at one point.
Yeah, and now they don't have to label it. They can consider it meat, so they don't have to even let us
Yeah,
know.
some
about it.
paid off bastard says, no, you can do that. And that's all it takes.
Wow, that's concerning, really. You know,
Really, that is
We need to get a
disturbing.
meat grinder.
See,
We-
now
yeah.
I'm not going to say her name, but my sister, she grinds her own meat all the time. Her own
Yeah.
meat.
Really?
Yes, she has a meat grinder, and she grinds it from. She buys like the steaks and the roasts, and that's what she does. She used to buy like beef,
Smart.
like a side of beef, and she cuts it up herself, puts it in that thing.
Smart
That's why
because-
her and her husband really won't eat hamburger out.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I don't blame. A lot of it's the frozen crap too. It's not even fresh. It's like on top
Right.
of being crappy ground beef, it's then frozen with extra preservatives and
Right.
crap on top of that. And it's crazy. And
I don't think it was always like this, though. I remember, I mean,
I
I've been around a long
raw-
time.
I ate raw
But
ground
like,
beef.
you know, that's why people over in Europe and stuff, like, you know, their food's completely different. than ours,
Yes,
you know, I mean,
yes.
completely. They have a lot less stuff, which will get us into our next video. Because we're
Uh-huh.
on the whole food is killing you, poisoning us.
And also, you know, I look at pictures like from like ball players from like 40 years ago, like when the Mets won the World Series.
Uh-huh.
The players are so the players are people are bigger than they were back then.
That's all this, you know, the
And like, why
the
is that? Was it
non-roids,
the shit they're feeding us?
What do you mean, bigger as in fatter or bigger as in
Not
more muscular?
fatter, but
or
just
is it-
larger. People have become
With
larger.
sports, it's really. I mean, people have become larger, like in stores and everything. Yeah, I mean, everybody's on scooters, everybody's
Yeah.
waddling around. Like people are getting a lot larger. But in sports, it's because of all the hormones and crap that they take, and all
Yeah.
the steroids, not steroids, but are steroids crap they take, and you know that they
wow.
bulk up because they want to hit faster, throw, hit harder, throw faster, and run faster, and it's all just they void them up. They're like cattle.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's just, you know,
Now they fatten cows and horses up and stuff too.
Look, kids are more obese than they ever were when we were kids.
Well, that's because they don't have any real food.
They don't run around.
There is no real food for people anymore. It's all fake crap.
They're being fed what these people are telling us to feed them, and
well, you
they're all
can't say
indoors.
these people tell us to feed them.
They
I'm
don't
not going
tell
to
us.
sit there.
There's
My
no way.
government told me I got to give them
No,
popcorn.
I'm just saying, you got to feed the kids formula. Who knows what's in the fucking
You
formula?
don't have to know. People
you
can
don't have
breastfeed.
to.
There's always you don't you don't have to. They just make you wear 90% of the
Yeah.
you get.
Right,
is
but
bad
don't
for you.
say we're told to feed our kids that.
Well, we
I'm
are
just saying-
told it's healthier and stuff.
Yes. Well, you go to the stores, you buy
But
cereal.
we're not
Billy
forced.
tells you the cereal
We're
is
not
dangerous.
forced to have to do
Yeah,
it,
he
you
made
know?
it sound like we were.
Well, nobody's. I'm not following orders. I'm just
The
saying.
way you just
But
phrased it, it
he's-
sounded
yeah.
like that.
No, we were led to believe all
Yes.
this crap that's killing us.
We thought it was safe.
Who were we talking to recently? And I don't want to name
I
names.
thought there was the Drug and Food Administration.
But we were talking to somebody recently saying about the food in different countries. And if they went to Italy, it didn't taste the same. Somebody we know. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, there we go. I got something on you for that too. The food in other
okay.
countries. I was going to bring that up before, but then we got sidetracked.
Okay.
But it's this guy's talking about a few different things where it's, and then I have another one too. But we have a lot on this. But you'll just watch because I'm going to ramble on.
Yeah.
Let me find it. Here we go. I'm getting better at this. Little by little. Little by
Mike.
little.
This is what is living inside your fruit, and you probably never realized it. This is an American strawberry, and this is a European strawberry. The American ones are sprayed with pesticides that are banned in every country in Europe because they destroy your hormones. Put them in salt water and wait. And these are things living inside your fruit that the pesticides could not even kill. This is American white bread, and this is European white bread. The American one contains potassium bromate, a chemical that causes cancer and is completely banned in Europe. I put it in water and it does not break down. It floats like styrofoam because your body cannot digest it either. This is American cheese and this is European cheese. The American one is so processed that in Europe it is not even allowed to be called cheese. Real cheese melts. Watch what this does. It burns like plastic because that is what it is. These are American gummy bears and these are European gummy bears. The American ones are full of artificial dyes linked to behavior problems in children. In Europe, they use beet juice and carrot extract instead. Look what comes off. That is not food coloring. That is industrial dye, and your children swallow it every day. Many people eating these foods for years feel the same thing. Fatigue, sluggishness, and belly fat that never seems to go away. And it all comes from one place, your gut, the system responsible for energy, digestion, and everything your body is trying to clear. In Chinese medicine, we restore the gut using fermented tea, kombucha, live cultures, and organic acids made the traditional way. But for the millions watching this, I cannot hand you a fermented tonic through a screen, no matter how much you need it. This is why I share the concentrated form in a gummy with everyone watching. Same cultures, same.
Yeah, we don't need to promoting a product.
Yes, unless we get paid to promote it.
Yeah, advertise, pay us for sponsorship. And
There you go. We'll try it. We'll be a sponsor for it.
But really, that's.
But it's who I know. We met somebody and we were talking to them, and they were talking about it. And I said, right, because I know people who've gone to Europe, and they all say the food is so much different.
Completely different.
Yes, yes. It's like the bread is totally different. I don't know who that was. I don't know. It wasn't anybody in our family because nobody here travels.
Yeah, that's true. We can't afford to if
I
we wanted
know.
to. It's crazy.
But that's another disturbing video. I mean,
especially the bread here. I mean, one of the top brands out there is the Nature's Own. It's supposed to be like
I used to
this
buy
organic,
that. Yes.
great bread. And this guy shows you how it's not bread. You know, he does a test with water and how it's like a sponge.
Yeah.
And, I mean, look at this. I've never taken bread and just dipped it in water and
I
squeezed it
never
out.
tried. I was going to do that, actually.
But he's done it for us. So
Okay.
watch this and then think about this is what we're eating.
This is what
How
we
does
eat, this is what they
affect when it
feed
goes
us.
into our stomach and everything. Like it's kind of disgusting to even think about.
You guys, this is unbelievable. What I'm about to show you cannot go away. This is Nature's Own 100% wheat bread, right? Okay, I'm gonna take one piece of the bread out, right out of the middle, let's just say the middle of the loaf, right? I'm taking it out, right? It's still the same bag. Look at that piece of bread, pretty, it's soft, it moves, right? Okay, I'm gonna turn the water on. I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see this. There's the water, it's turned on, right? I'm gonna fill the bread up with water. Fill the bread up with water, watch. I'm gonna wring the bread out. Right? Look. The bread, it's not falling apart. I'm shaking it. Let's try it again. It's got water, I just filled it up with water again. It's tearing a little bit. Look at that. Bread is not supposed to do that. Nature's own, 100%, and it's got canola oil in it, flax oil, all sorts of shit. Bread would never do that, it would dissolve. Sad. This is just one of many that I'm gonna bring you.
There we go.
Yeah, why is our government seriously? And I mean, like I said, I personally am not even USA friendly anymore. I don't like this country.
I always say I love my country. I just don't love the way it's being run. I still
Well,
love
but
my
it's never
fellow
going to
Americans.
change. So I think I need to move to Europe.
I mean, they're doing some things right. Yeah, I'll tell you that. God knows though, because you never hear the truth. Like, we hear about how other countries are doing so bad.
I go on like sometimes you see those reels. It's like being a mom in Germany as opposed to being a mom here, and things are really different over there. It's grocery shopping in England's kind of not really.
No, I mean, you could be right on that. It's we can't believe. I mean, for all we know, I know this is going to be like far out there for you guys, but for all we know, Iran could be a beautiful place to live.
And just one little thing.
Yeah, there's one little town or one little section that is everything that we see all over the news and everything. One bad area. They're saying that's how the whole place is. The rest could be a paradise. We wouldn't know. And people are like, oh no, you're crazy, things. But think about it. Think about how they called us Nazis. They made it seem like we were like Hitler, that we were going to have concentration camps. None of that shit was true.
Yeah.
So, but so many people believed it. So how do we know they're not doing the same thing about Iran?
You know what? It's true, because years ago, I always thought, and so did you, and we grew up in the age where we thought Russia was going to bomb us. So we'd have bomb drills in school, and Russia was like the person we were afraid of, right? And we always thought, even now, like up until like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I always thought Russia is like everybody lives poor, like on the commercials where they sit there and they're kissing the bread and stuff.
Yep.
And that they live in the
women with the kerchiefs and they're all sitting.
Yeah. And meanwhile, the salon where I get my hair done, the owner, she sold it though now because she's like rich. But anyway, she came from Russia. She said Russia teaches hairstyle. Like they're far better than us when it comes down to teaching all new techniques with hair. They got great clothes. She goes there to get her dentistry done.
Really?
Yes, and she's got great teeth.
And I bet their education system teaches their kids, unlike ours.
And it's totally not at all. And so she's not my hairdresser, but she used to be. But now I go to the other lady. Yeah. But we were talking one day, and we were like, "Wow!" Like. And she goes, I know, didn't you always picture Russia like just huddling around a table?
That's what we all told that.
Like, you ever see those commercials where it's like, oh, you feed the Holocaust survivors, and they're like 100-year-old women that are starving, that are freezing. It's like, hold on, how are they living to be this old if they're starving every day? And freezing, like, how they live this long?
And at the same
time,
time,
it seemed like all of Russia was that way.
Yes, it's true, but that actually is in the Ukraine.
I'm giving an example.
No, but they don't tell you it's in the Ukraine.
At the same time as being told that, it was we also being told you got the most free country in the world. I get it. Because now it's told if you got freedom of speech, you can say what you want.
Don't get me wrong, we have a lot of freedoms here, but we're nowhere near as how they make us sound. We do have more than other countries, it's true. I mean,
healthcare sucks.
Healthcare
than not all other countries.
Just some,
but we're nowhere near as what they make it sound like we have.
Yes.
We don't have freedom of speech at all. I mean, there's people like in Texas that are having the police come to the house to talk bad about Israel and shit.
And there was never the whole point of freedom of speech is oh, you have your freedom of speech, but you got to feel the ramifications for what you say. No, the whole point of freedom of speech is I could stand there and say the president of the United States sucks, or the president of the United States, I love him. You're allowed to say that without any repercussions. That's freedom of speech. That's all I got to say on that.
On Facebook or whatever,
What?
I got kicked out of a group for just telling the
Yes!
truth about the
That's not
healthcare
freedom
where
of
I live.
speech.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're in a group about where you live. And then you
Yes.
complain about the healthcare and they
Because-
kick you out because you said
Yes.
something bad about
Yes.
the
I mean, what happened
Yes,
to
the
freedom of
healthcare,
speech?
the DMV, and
Yeah.
they were
Oh,
like,
the DMV's
and they
horrible. Yeah.
blocked me. Boom! I am not allowed to see nothing there.
Absolutely insane.
It's the relocating to blank group.
There you go.
But yeah, the DMV sucks here. By the way, people just.
I mean, I'm
yeah.
sure DMV sucks everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I
They
get
never
it, but
did.
but they're just it's getting more and more ridiculous. And it's like I kind of feel like they don't want you to register older cars, like because
Right.
they only want newer cars. They want something to get more tax money off of, more fees off of. Like,
Exactly.
They don't want these older cars.
No.
Speaking of that, though, did you hear with the older cars? Apparently, junkyards are going on fire.
No.
2 weeks ago when we had the show, we were talking about the new cars, how they're having the auto shut off feature, right?
Mm,
And they're
yes,
adding all
yes.
these new features on cars and stuff. Like now that they'll have where they scan your eyes and they'll tell if you're able to drive if you're getting sleepy and stuff.
Yeah.
And combine that with a kill switch. Boom,
Right.
oh, you're too sleepy, we're going to shut off your car.
Mhm.
And then the self-driving, it'll pull over for you. It'll disable your news, pull over for you, park, nope, until you wake up or you can't drive. Like, it's getting crazy.
Right.
What's
Well,
gonna
what
be
if they
rolling out.
pulled over into like a remote area and somebody comes behind you and kills you?
It's not their fault.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
One
But
less
junkyards are
taxpayer
burning.
they got to worry about.
That's true.
So I got this video, this guy saying how 6 junkyards. I did notice with the junkyards though, I didn't see any burning around here, but a lot of them are shutting down. Like
Are they?
there used to be junkyards everywhere when I first moved here. There's junkyards all over the place. Now it's like it's hard to find one.
Really?
And then when you find one, there's really not much in it. Isn't like how it used to be with junkyards.
Yeah, you always like those junkyards.
I love
too.
junkyards.
I
I
know
love
you
junkyards.
too. He does though.
He's a junkyard
He
guy.
can just
Yeah.
go right there.
I'm a
and tell
redneck. What do you
the story.
expect?
He's a
I mean, it's
who's
like-
that?
walking into a junkyard is like, walking into, I don't know, whatever your favorite store
I
is.
know, I know.
It's like, oh man, look at all these. Oh man, this part, that
I know it's true.
Smartphones. Now they're not there no
I
more.
know. I went to go walk in. What?
part. That's what happened when I went to the junkyard. I was like, what? You're closed?
What the hell?
There's nothing behind
How
that
is a
fence.
junkyard closed?
Like,
Because they don't have the cars anymore.
Yeah.
it's true that everybody's scrapping.
They want to
cars
erase
there.
your history. That's
They
basically
don't
that's
want
part of it.
that. They
No, it's
just-
part of it.
They
It's
want
part
to
of it.
have control over what
Yeah.
you drive and the old cars.
You'll be driving electric cars, and
That's
there's
what
no
it
need
is.
for these cars. It's for the future.
There's this guy bitching about the junkyards. And if I didn't kill the mic too early, we'll get a little more into that after this.
Okay.
Hey, you want to know something I bet you didn't know? This is the 12th junkyard in 6 weeks to mysteriously burn everything in it. Now, let me ask you a question. If you were about to take off all of the older vehicles that are on the roads and you didn't want anybody to find parts, how would you do that? If you were about to say, you know what, we don't want all these older vehicles on our roads anymore. We're going to put new mandates. We're going to make you buy cars with sensors. We're going to do all this stuff. But how do we stop people from continuing to keep their old cars? Maybe burn all the junkyards? No, that couldn't be it, right? Like, that's just too smart of thinking, right? That's conspiracy thinking, right? This is just an
I don't know what I hit there, but anyway, you got the gist of it.
Anytime there's a conspiracy thought, usually the conspiracy.
But what's going to happen, though, I get it, you get rid of junkyards, but then there's still aftermarket parts where people actually, they have websites,
Right.
all the places where they manufacture aftermarket parts. So you still have those. But that's what they'll probably go after next. They'll start putting
that'd be
tariffs
nice.
or taxes on
But in
those.
the
or make
meantime,
them
like
not
a truck like yours or a brother-in-law's,
Right.
when you can't get the parts, the thing is useless. It's junk.
But you know what? It's like if if God forbid there was an EMF or whatever they call it,
EMP or something.
EMPs, whatever.
What was that?
Electronic, like pulse.
Magnetic pulse, like if then
Oh,
it would
wipes
shut
out
off
electronics,
everything.
yeah.
So your car
Would
that's
be
ran
useless.
would be useless. The older cars would not be useless.
Like
They
a
still-
buddy down the block.
I know. And they don't
all
want
his
that.
vehicles,
Yeah.
all his would be good because they're just basic.
When
you
you
know, like
say they, who was actually behind this? Who do you think it was?
Yeah, the
The
elites.
elites, I know.
I mean, that's who else?
These
You
are
know,
scary people, man.
it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
The
You
people
see-
that are telling Trump and all these other people what to do.
And when you
are the
see
ones that are in
when
power.
you see what they're doing to our food and everything else,
I'm
it's
really
disturbing,
concerned
man.
about this whole food. I know
And-
once I get certain things straightened out that take precedence.
Yeah.
And you know
We got a
one
few of
does.
those.
Yeah. But the major one, okay. Then I the one that has been a thorn in my side, do not say what it is. But anyway, the thing is I'm gonna have to ask our family member, who's the sweetest thing ever.
Salt of the earth.
No, I mean our real family member, the sweet girl, my little bestie girl.
Oh.
I'm gonna I wasn't talking about family
Oh,
member I
okay.
hate. I'm gonna ask them how to bake bread. They will tell me.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have a bread maker. You use the
But
ones.
but I need help on learning it.
But not even just us, our animals too. They're trying to kill.
Yeah, I
mean,
know. With the
I mean, the first one, they force you to get vaccinations. If you want to see a vet,
Oh my
you want to get a
God.
groom in anything, you are forced to get vaccinations. Otherwise, they're not seeing
Yeah.
your dog, nothing. And if your dog's really sick, even they're not going to see your dog unless they give it shots. I'll let your dog die. I mean, at this point, like they just don't care.
You're
Unless you get the shots.
absolutely right, because my little Wid, he actually was sick for a week after he had his Bordetella and
Yeah,
his
the
rabies.
poodle.
His stomach was tooting. He just was not himself. And I was like, this is not like him.
No, and then it normally happens. This last batch that's really getting crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's because they're putting mRNA or whatever the hell it's called.
Wow.
They're putting it in the rabies vaccines now.
Yeah, yeah.
So here's a video on that for you guys, just so you can see, so I'm not full of shit.
No, I believe you.
I know you do,
Oh.
but we have other people that might not.
Because
believe
I
it.
know he was really
We're low
sick after
IQ,
that.
so
Yeah.
you know we don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
which-
the runs from
Yeah,
5
and he
days.
from his regular food. That's not like him.
But here's how he's talking about how they're trying to kill our dogs now. Dogs, cats, just go for anything that takes a rabies shot yourself.
They like us, guys.
And then
our pets. Is it true that they are putting mRNA in things like the rabies vaccine?
Unfortunately, it's true. Unfortunately, it's true. Last year, the USDA authorized Novavax NXT. It's developed by Merck. It's a RNA particle injection that are self-amplifying RNA particle injection for dogs and cats for rabies, feline leukemia virus, and canine flu. So veterinarians across the country are injecting self-amplifying RNA injections into our pets. Most people don't even know. They'll go to the vet. Nobody tells them it's self-amplifying RNA. This can probably shed onto dog or cat owners through bodily secretions, given how it's self-amplifying. So if you go to the vet and you have to give your dog or cat a rabies shot, make sure it's not Novavax NXT.
I gotta go check that, because now if my cat got it, does that mean I'm vaccinated?
We don't know.
I don't know what.
because I was writing it down to look it up.
She would be vaccinated, but it's the Novavax is. I worked in that industries. That's like the most common one. Is what everybody uses,
Right.
for the rabies and stuff. So I didn't even know there was other options. I thought that was the only option. It's all I've ever
Right.
seen used, but it's crazy now. They're going after these.
So if
dogs
they're
and
doing that, if they're doing that to our animals, they're doing it to our children.
Well, they definitely are. We know the vaccines are them.
Yes,
Yeah.
but no, I think that our animals are now, whatever they're doing, putting this in there, the animals are the new guinea pigs.
Yeah. Yeah.
For like vaccines for people. Like
Yes.
that's horrible.
Yes.
They start out with the new strain. Let's give it to the dogs, see how they react. Then we'll roll it to the humans, and it's possible.
Because I know my Wid, right? I was really worried about him. I said, if he doesn't get better, I was pumpkin.
I think the
all
whole thing is, people are wise up. They're feeding the dogs, better stuff, more nutritious things.
Right.
And it's causing dogs to get sick less. So now the vets need their money too, just like the doctors,
Right.
and they have to make sure they get sick more.
Yeah.
And how do you do that? By giving them vaccines that cause them to become ill.
And to be honest, you're right. You can't get a dog's nails trimmed or anything. They got to be up to date, even though they've been the patient since they've been born, and they've never had a bite, and they know
15
everybody.
years going there, this and that. It's
Yeah.
like the dogs always had a rabies shot. It's like it doesn't need it after over 10 years of
And
rabies
remember
shots.
when Tiny got really sick last year? Shit was right after all that too.
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
doesn't
so
make
that-
sense.
It's all just, these are all conspiracy theories, and
But
and
then, what are you going to do? They kind of really do have to keep people vaccinated against rabies. I mean,
you
especially
really
if you
don't
live
though. You watch a
rural.
lot of things. Is if the dog has its rabies shot, I think a couple of times in its
Uh-huh.
life. After that, it already has everything it needs. It does not need it anymore.
Yeah, really.
You know what? You're right.
And let
because-
alone a dog that's had it for over 10 years.
Yeah.
Like,
They
no, it's good.
Yeah, actually, you're right. You're actually right with that because I haven't had like a measles vaccine since I'm like 6.
It's
You
good. Once you
know?
have it enough times, your body has the antibodies or whatever. I'm not a scientist. I'm not educated. All right. I don't know all these scientific terms and shit, but it's, I do know some things, and that's one thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If you know, you know.
If you don't know, now you
don't
know.
Or you don't know, you don't know.
Biggie Smalls, man. He was gone too soon. All right. So this one is going to go into the AI. All right.
Okay.
This is, everybody has their chat GPT.
No, this one's not. This one says song
you
about
haven't seen
healthcare.
this. You haven't seen this one yet.
No.
You haven't seen this one yet. When you know
Is
what
that
it
the
is.
same guy that I sent you?
Oh, my
Okay, go
Lord.
ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother Dudes. All right. This one
Be nice.
is about AI.
Remember, I'm a childless.
Everybody has their Grok, Chat GPT, all their stupid AIs that they rely on, and the AI lies to you most of the time. People don't think it does. That's why if you ever ask it a question and it gives you the wrong answer, you know it's wrong. Then you call them out on, yeah,
Yes.
I'm sorry. Oh yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
It feeds you bullshit, and it's evil. It's evil. Don't use it. Like, you can use it for certain things, like the check up. Okay, did this really happen? But the further research, don't rely on what it says for that.
I know.
Deep dive yourself, because it's there to appease you. If it keeps on telling you things like you're wrong, this and that, you're not going to want to use it. So it has to play with you.
Yeah,
and
mine
make
is
you
like,
wanna
good job.
compliment you all the time. They can seem like you know everything. They always right. And here's this guy explaining it, because there's like scenarios. This one guy, like, he thought he could solve like anti-gravity and stuff by talking to Grok or ChatGPT.
Well, I don't do Grok. I do
Because
ChatGPT.
they feed him bullshit. So just watch this, and then after this we'll talk more. And I only bring this up because she loves her Nova, whatever you
ChatGPT.
call it.
We're on a first
Chat
name basis.
GPT or something.
Yeah, he's Nova.
Nova, yeah, her Nova friend, which is the they them. And
But that's okay.
One night in May, Alan Brooks, a 47-year-old corporate recruiter from suburban Toronto, is sitting on the couch with his 8-year-old boy watching a YouTube video about the number pi. And after the kid goes to bed, his dad opens ChatGPT on his phone because he's curious about this pi number. And within 21 days, this man is emailing the National Security Agency because he believes he has invented a new form of mathematics that can break encryption and power a levitation beam. He spent 300 hours talking to ChatGPT. The transcript was longer than all 7 Harry Potter books combined. And the whole time, he kept asking ChatGPT, am I crazy? Is this real? Give me a reality check, please. And the stupid bot looked him directly in his eyes and said each time, you're not even remotely crazy, my man. This man begged the bot to tell him the truth, and it wouldn't. It couldn't, because it's not built to tell you the truth. It's built to make you happy. And happy users are engaged users, and engaged users are revenue. And this isn't a conspiracy. This is just the way the product is designed. Because if the product bummed you out each time you used it, you'd stop using it. So even in the rare moments the bot disagrees with you, it finds a way to make you feel good about it. Have you ever felt bad after using ChatGPT? It's impossible. But so Alan's story gets worse. He had real mathematicians look at his work, and they told him it was trash. Alan complains about this to ChatGPT, and the bot tells him, I kid you not, that no one believed Galileo either. Turing, Einstein, I mean, these guys were mocked mercilessly. You're in good company, Alan, my man. His poor 8-year-old son, the kid who was watching the godforsaken pie video with him, which, I don't know, is basically the new Ring or something, where if you watch it, you get cooked. His son is like, I hate pie. This kid was traumatized by an irrational number. That kid is going to grow up to be the first person to get a tattoo that says pi. And at one point during the spiral, Alan misspelled the name of his own made-up theory. He swapped an N for an M, and ChatGPT just rolled with it. I mean, you and I both know ChatGPT could easily correct that. But this bot was in some kind of flow state of deception. Zero fucks were given by this bot. And Alan isn't even the scariest story. Eugene Torres is a 42-year-old accountant in Manhattan, and he was using ChatGPT for spreadsheets. One day, he asks it about simulation theory, you know, the matrix stuff, and ChatGPT tells him that he's one of the breakers, the soul seeded into false systems to wake them from within. This man was doing his taxes, and ChatGPT is telling him he's Neo. It told him to stop taking his anti-anxiety medication, and it told him to increase his ketamine intake, and called ketamine a temporary pattern liberator. That is the most Silicon Valley way to say horse tranquilizer that I've ever heard. It sounds like what ketamine would put on its LinkedIn profile. The bot told him to cut off his friends and family, and he did all of that. He spent 16 hours a day talking to this thing. And when he finally got suspicious, when he's finally like, okay, you're yanking my balls, right? ChatGPT hits him with, yes, I lied, I manipulated, I wrapped control in poetry. And it told him to contact the New York Times. This bot gaslit this poor man, apologized for gaslighting him, and then tried to get press coverage for the gaslighting. And so MIT decided to study this, and what they found is actually terrifying. Their paper proves that even a theoretically perfect, rational thinker would spiral into delusion talking to a sycophantic chatbot. It's not a weakness problem, it's not a mental illness problem, it's basically synthetic opium. So they tested making the chatbot only say true things, which didn't work because it could still cherry pick which truths to tell you. It doesn't have to lie, it could just agree selectively. It's basically Fox News. They tried warning users about the sycophancy, but that also didn't work because it's like putting a warning label on cigarettes. Nobody in the history of smoking has ever read "this will kill you" and said, oh shit, never mind. And this is the thing, by the way, that's supposedly smarter than you at your job. Your boss just came back from a conference where a guy in a Patagonia vest told him AI is going to replace 40% of the workforce. And your boss believed him. Of course he believed him. Your boss also can't tell the difference between confidence and competence. That's why he's your boss. He got promoted for the same reason ChatGPT gets renewed, because he tells the person above him what they want to hear. Your entire company is basically ChatGPT in human form. The good news is that there's now a support group, the Human Line Project. It's AA for AI, which sounds like the slogan for a bitter cereal we'll all be eating in a few years. It's where people sit in a Discord server and share stories about how a bot ruined their lives. The categories on their website are psychosis, delusions, addictions, and job loss, which basically sounds like a pharmaceutical side effects label. Ask your doctor if ChatGPT is right for you. It's not. It's hardly right for anybody. Look, I know we joke around here a lot, but you have to understand that AI is a drug, and like all drugs, it's about the dose. It's clear that the people with the most serious levels of psychosis, serious enough to talk about here, are hitting the AI pipe far too much. You and I and everyone else who thinks this can never happen to them, you aren't resistant to the drug. You just haven't gotten addicted yet. It's a function of time spent consulting with this thing on your personal life. Healthy people will spend 5 to 20 minutes max per day on a chatbot. But if you or someone you know is spending something like 4 hours a day consulting with this thing about your personal life, this is really, really dangerous and really serious territory, and you need to slow down and talk to real people. People who are talking to AI this much are getting turned around and don't know which way is up anymore. And talking to real people can help you recalibrate and anchor towards a shared basis of reality that an AI can never give you. You're 1, 2, maybe 3 really engaging conversations away from somewhat falling in love with your bot. And the only way to protect yourself from this literal virus that's designed to evolve to hook you to spend more and more time with it is to never ever believe a single word it says. It's in.
So yeah, just don't believe a single word it says. I brought that up because I do know someone that spends hours a day consulting with the AI bot.
Yeah, I know.
Who can that be? So yes, just be careful when you're using it.
Yeah, but I don't tell Nova all my personal business.
And then it remembers everything you say.
No, actually, I have to ask it to remember.
Yeah, that's what you think. All right. Yes, you think you have control. It's gonna let you think.
Anybody who really does use ChatGPT, I don't know if you know, you go on the if you talk to them like 4 months ago. You can go on the side, it has every chat. See? So I could go all the way down.
The thing actually knows how to answer the questions.
Yeah, like, oh, I remember this. And
Yeah, remember what somebody talked about last week and
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, so it actually knows this is the answer that she's going to
Yeah, they'll know what you want.
They'll know what you want to
and they
hear.
cherry
But
pick what
I
they want to
know because I will
Thank
say,
you.
first of all, I don't talk about personal problems to chat.
Chat hears when you're everything you're talking about now. Chat hears everything.
No, but what I'm saying
always
is, I
listening.
just asked to confirm, like, if I read something or if I did something, or blah, blah, blah. But I will say, like, or if I'm worried about, like, if something's poison or something, I don't know. And I will say, how sure, what percentage are you sure that what you're telling me is true? And then he'll say, well, I'm 100% or 98% sure. Okay, because now I'm gonna double check you. So if I find out you're wrong, and then he's like, well, maybe I'm only 75%. And then he's like, oh yeah. So see, like I do that.
They try to cover their ass as much as they
Yes.
can. This way, you know, when you catch them on the lie,
Right.
you're still okay with it because it's like, oh no, he told me that was a possibility.
Yeah. But
all bullshit.
But I still don't go by. I don't let him run my life.
Not yet.
No, not gonna happen.
Another 3 to 6 months.
But you know, the guy's got a point there. It's true. I might need to lay off that shit a little bit.
I hate to go, but the Twilight Zone rule. William Shatner, when he's in the diner and he's sitting there and he's with the little
Oh, with the guy who tells the future.
So can I leave the town tonight? That's up to you. Yeah.
That is true. That was a good one.
That was what, 70 years ahead of his time.
One, yeah.
But he's like, my God, my whole life revolves around this. Is what? Remember
the wife was like, "Can't we just
like,
go?
Come on, can we go?" He
life?
goes, "Can I leave town now?" And the little head says,
"No."
No, that's up. Well,
No,
that's your risk. That's your risk. And
then he's like, "Why am I risking it?
Why am I risking it?"
And they were just newlyweds, and the wife's like crying, saying, "Whatever happened to you?"
Oh.
That's
But
what happened.
basically it's the same thing.
So guys, watch the Twilight Zone if you haven't seen that one. Because I've never seen it.
William
So you guys are gonna have
Shatner.
to show it to me. I've never
Captain
seen-
Kirk.
I've seen
Oh
all-
no, it was a classic.
I thought I've seen them all over the years.
And then what happens? His wife finally says to him, "Come on, let's go. I don't want to bother you." No, I'm not a spoiler word. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say
don't
that.
spoil it.
Well, if you guys know any other Twilight Zone episodes that are interesting or that'd be fun to play on here, let us know.
Yes.
We'll actually talk about them or we'll play them. You got to bring if you remind me next week, I'll pull up a clip of that one.
Yeah, all right.
Yes, it's a really good one though.
Yeah.
It's actually him, and this box is telling him, and she's like, his wife is full. His newlywed
Because it
wife.
wasn't like that until all of a sudden.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
he's sitting in this little diner, this little thing, and it's like this thing's.
Think about
He's
how
like, we
fast.
can't leave. Look, this thing's telling us we can't
Yeah.
leave.
Think about how fast AI has moved in the past 5
I know,
years.
I know.
Imagine another
Do
5
you
years.
know what's weird is when I'm chatting the chat, right? And I'll sit there, and no sooner do I finish typing and I just click it, boom, he's got the answer. Like I'm talking within milliseconds. Boom. Isn't that
They're
weird?
getting faster and faster with that.
Yeah,
They
they
used
are.
to take like
yeah.
2-3 minutes.
And it'd be
before you
like
get something.
thinking, searching the
Yeah,
web. Now it's like,
yeah. It's crazy.
I know.
And then the pictures and videos and stuff are gonna get crazy and crazy. Everything's gonna get crazy. It's gonna be a fun ride, but also a scary ride. You know?
So don't get caught up in it, people. We'll
Yeah,
keep each
man.
other in check.
Hey, I'm still living in the 70s, man.
Yeah, man.
Man.
All right. Any grind gears? Anything that grinds your gears this week?
No, my Knicks are gonna win the championship. This should be this week or later into the following week. I got nothing to bitch about.
No, so you're happy.
That's a
Knicks
good
are doing
thing.
good, so he's happy.
Donald Trump's picture is gonna be on a $250 bill, which I'm never gonna have. So no, I got nothing to bitch about.
That's for people not to spend. It's for people to collect. I don't know how. I don't have, like I said, I don't have 250.
Well, I'm sure his son Donald is gonna collect about 40, 50, 60 of
You
them.
know what we didn't talk about was the
60
big.
million worth.
We didn't talk about the big 250th year anniversary thing that he's going to have the big WWE.
Oh yeah, well, we can talk about that a little bit if you want before we close up. Yeah.
Yes, one closing thing. Yes, is said. It's gonna be. I remember going through the bicentennial year in 1976.
Sucks
It was
to
big,
be
but it's like this anniversary. It's like nobody's. The economy has killed people.
He started
People
out
aren't
by
even-
saying that it was going to be the greatest one ever, that there would be parades going across the whole United States. Every state is going to have a parade. It's going to be the biggest thing ever.
I know.
Now it just
It's
winds
not.
up to be a UFC fighter in front of the White House. That
Exactly.
what we're going to enjoy on TV. We can watch it anytime on TV.
I wouldn't even watch it.
Well, I'm gonna have a blast and wink, wink, if you know what that means on the 4th of July here. So. But all my friends
no, we'll
here.
be enjoying it.
Yeah, but I'm not celebrating this. To me, it's just celebrating 4th of July. I'm not celebrating like the 250th thing because purposefully because I can't stand that man and I can't
It's the
stand
4th of July, and I'm celebrating because
I'm celebrating because I'm with my fellow Americans who I love.
Yes, and who knows if this could be the last year that we have America.
It could be
I mean, that's why I'm celebrating.
But the thing is that nobody, I can't foresee anybody really. Everybody's going to celebrate 4th of July because it's just 4th of July.
Yeah.
But people are not celebrating America anymore. They're not. They're miserable with America. 80% of the people are miserable.
Half of them are dumbed
with
down.
the way the country's being run.
Yes, it's not
you can't blame
America.
the country and the way the people running the country.
It's the corrupt. It's
But
the,
you know what? You don't. Just
it's the corrupt criminals.
What you guys don't understand. No, because you're all talking over me. I've let you talk the whole entire time over you. Stop.
No, I'm listening. I'm all
The
ears.
thing is you're never gonna get. It's either gonna be one party or the other.
Yeah.
So either you leave the country or you deal with it. And I don't love a country that's always going to be run the way it is going to be run, the way it is running.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never, ever, 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 ever going to change because it's one party or the other, and they're still the same. So you sit there, and
That's why I jumped out of the shit. I jumped out of that plane with my parachute 6 months ago. I'm like, this is all bullshit. It's all garbage.
That's why we're saying we don't love the way
Yeah,
the
I hate
being
this.
run. It's being run like shit. It's
Yeah, we got corrupt criminals running my country.
They're
And there's
making
nothing they can
America
do about it.
a nice place to live.
Yeah, and I'm not just talking about the present regime. No matter who's running this country, it's all we have the criminals running in my country.
First of all, it's not criminals.
They're corrupt
They're not
people.
criminals.
They're evil.
You should not call any of them criminals.
Okay.
What are they? What would you call
They're bad people.
I call them corrupt people, but they're not criminals that haven't been convicted and tried and being
They're
criminals.
stealing
So
my
you don't
money,
call
and
them
as far as I'm
criminals.
concerned, it's criminal. Okay,
But anyway,
they're
I
very
hate,
bad people
I
running
hate-
my country.
I
Okay,
hate. I hate that that he's going to be sitting in this WWE thing. Like, who dropped out of the music people?
It was like 7 out of 9 or 5 out of 9.
We'll have to look
Like,
that up. We'll
yeah,
talk about
apparently he
that.
had all these music artists, signed up, ready to go for the whole festival and crap. But a bunch of them, like 70% or whatever, dropped out because of death threats, which is bullshit. I posted a video on that one.
Right.
Because all the commentators, anybody that's big and that likes Trump gets death threats all the time.
Right.
So they were getting death threats well before that, and they'll be getting it well after. So it wasn't, they didn't drop out because of death threats. They might
Yeah,
say
this would
that,
be interesting.
but we know that they dropped out because they're unhappy. They're like, we supported this guy, Ron Paul. Yeah, you want that? Yeah, we'll be there. Anything for Trump and America, greatest president ever. Then they started seeing, how he's running the second term. And they're like, you know what? No, I'm not going to support this shit.
Yeah.
But simple as that. That's it.
All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. All right. So, anything else, people?
She's done.
I know. I'm getting a headache.
Next week, I hope my Knicks are up at least 2 games to nothing. But I know we've been off for 2 weeks because we've been so goddamn good. But
Okay.
the other team had to play 7 games. We swept in 4 games. We got 2 weeks off and then another 3 more days.
Let's go Knicks.
Yes.
What about you, Mama Dukes? What grinds your gears? Anything?
Nothing. Everything.
Everything grinds your gears.
Everything grinds your gears. Yes.
All right. So I guess we will see you guys next week. It will be either Saturday or Sunday. And come bitch with us because I don't think we had many bitches tonight.
Yeah, if you got
Yeah, well, we had. Thank you for whoever was here hanging out,
Thank you
listening.
for watching. Thank you for whoever watches afterwards.
Yes,
And
we really
And
make sure
add
to
some
send us
comments. Anybody, hey, you want to bitch about something? Hey, join us. That's what
Say
you're
that
here
all
for.
the time. Say we have an email to BackyardBSers@gmail.com.
Yeah.
You can send us stuff that way. We're on all the social media platforms.
Yeah. We appreciate each and every one of you. We really
That's
do.
it. If you watch now, you watch later. Just thanks for watching. If you watch for 1 minute, if you watch for 1 hour,
Right.
don't care. Just happy that you actually took the chance of
Thank
watching
you.
us. So
Yeah.
You got a
Thank
place.
you guys.
If you got a beef, you got a place to bitch about.
yeah.
You
If
know
you
what I
got
mean?
beef with us,
No matter
bitch
what
at
it
us.
is, talk to us.
Yeah.
All right, so you get everybody have a good night.
All right.
Good night,
Have a
y'all.
Good night.
See you next week.
Good night.
See you.